Hi everybody, it's me, Crafty. It's after 4:30 in the morning. I just finished uploading the other video, but I've also been between videos and uploading and whatnot, trying to check email and everything, but this fucking the bloody power outage kind of put that on hold for a bit. But anyway, there's something I touched on a bit in the empathic video, the last one I made, the third one, and fibromyalgia. And I think I'm going to do some more research into this because I myself had been diagnosed. Like I said, three of us, the cousins, have been diagnosed, and the first generation cousins, and then a fourth cousin was diagnosed with CF, chronic fatigue syndrome, and we're all pretty intuitive and yada yada yada. And then there are quite a few pagan subscribers, Wiccans, witches, and whatnot, that are also diagnosed with fibromyalgia as well. As well as like a lot of non-pagans and stuff like that. But I'm beginning to wonder, I touched on it before, and my theory was, well, you know, maybe it's something genetic. And then the other one was, well, maybe empathetic people are more prone to that or something. So yeah, I'm just kind of thinking now, now I'm kind of waking up, which is not good because I have to go and meet a bunch of family in a few hours. But now I'm wondering, like, maybe are we onto something here? How many of you out there in the pagan community have fibro? I know I have a friend, a subscriber who's in Alberta, who had been diagnosed with that. There's a few other subscribers that have been diagnosed with it. I'm just beginning to wonder how many pagans out there have been diagnosed with fibro, or even CF, because CF can be also or CFS can also sometimes they get misdiagnosed as CFS instead of fibro, vice versa, yada yada yada. But yeah, I'm just kind of wondering, maybe there's something more to it, that on a maybe a more spiritual level kind of thing. With regards to me and fibro and stuff, I'm the kind of person, I don't like labels and stuff. I don't like having this big stamp on my forehead saying, okay, you've got fibro, or you have this, you have that. It's kind of like, no. Call it denial, call it whatever you want. But I did have a very bad flare-up, I guess you can call it. That's what they call it when it happens. And that was back in 2003. Thinking here, yeah, it was like in the fall of 2003. Prior to that, I'd say probably in 1994, I was having these strange kind of symptoms. Never ever heard of it before, and this doctor said, yeah, you got this thing called fibro. And I was like, what the hell is fibromyalgia? And like, he's doing this stuff on my back and, you know, whatever, and touching me on certain parts here and there on my arms and whatnot. And my sensitivity to touch was really intense, and other things like that. Like I said before, I've got kind of, what is it, sensory sensitivity syndrome, or whatever the hell it is. I always thought I was, just because I was a night person, I just, you know, don't care much for really bright sunlight unless I'm wearing sunglasses all the time, kind of thing. But yeah, now I'm kind of wondering, what if there is some sort of link? Maybe people who are more empathetic are more more sensitive to picking up on others' emotions or pain, physical pain, or things like that. Perhaps in the past we hadn't shielded ourselves, and we're more prone to developing these symptoms of this condition or whatever. What do you guys think? Food for thought. The flare-up I had back in 2003 was really bad. Like, to wear clothes was painful. Every tissue in my body hurt like hell. It was very crippling. Could hardly walk. The pain was really, really intense. Very, very sensitive to touch. My sleep patterns are all screwed up, and they still are. They talk about, like, you need to get to like stage 4 sleep, which is kind of like the deepest level of sleep, because that's when whatever chemical is released in your body and goes to all your tissues and repairs everything. And for people that wake up often during the night, or don't get to stage 4, that little chemical doesn't go to all your tissues and whatnot, and you feel it, and if that goes on for a prolonged length of time, it could be more and more painful. Stress is another trigger, kinds of stuff. So and my cousin, when he got back from the army, he had been stationed over in Crete, and then when he came back, he had been diagnosed with fibro. And my cousin Darcy, she's very intuitive as well, and she can pick up on people's like energy and things like that, even on other things. Yeah, so what if there is some sort of kind of like psychic, spiritual connection between folks that have fibro and who are kind of on this kind of path or whatever. What if there's some sort of kind of like a spiritual, or you know what I'm talking about, some sort of connection there? What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering. I was thinking, there's 4 I'm related to, we're all in the same generation. Well, for sure 3. The other one, like I said, the 4th one was diagnosed with CFS. But then I have a lot of subscribers that have fibro and they're pagan as well. So what if it is us, and perhaps our inability at some point in our lives to not be able to shield ourselves from whatever, and it has affected us in some way. Perhaps we didn't learn how to shield when we were younger, and now we kind of have this condition or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. Food for thought. I don't know. I think that's something worth looking into or exploring. And I'd like to know from people who are not pagans, are you guys, those of you that do have fibro, do you feel that you're intuitive? Do you feel that you're more open to things like that, or things kind of along those realms? Maybe there is some sort of connection there that we are all overlooking and we're not seeing. So yeah, I just kind of touched on that. Was gonna go to bed, and it just kind of popped into my head. So that's my video. What do you think? Do you think there's a connection? If so, what do you think it is? That's it for now. Food for thought. Think about it. Let me know what you think. share your experiences if you want. I need to go get some sleep now. Ciao.